Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we are going to take a look at how to do a query that uses the relationships that you set up in your tables. So in previous queries that you did, like in SQL a few lessons back, what you did was you typed a little SQL statement that searched a particular table for some information. But now what I want to do, since we have tables that have a relationship, I want to do a query that involves more than just one table. I want to do a query that involves a couple of the tables that have a relationship set up between them. So the very first step you have to do here is you have to make sure that you've set up to your relationships tab, okay, by going to database tools, relationships, and setting that up. There's a little video on that if you don't remember how to do that. Now once that's set up, doing the query across multiple tables is actually easier than when you learnt the SQL, because we're going to let the query designer do the work for us. So here's where we go. We go to the Create tab. You go back to Query Design like you did before with your SQL statements, but this time there's a difference. What we're going to do is we're actually going to use this little designer down here. We're not going to type the SQL in. So first step, whatever tables are involved in the query, add them. So where it says the Show Table here, let's do a little double click, double click, double click. Now if you've set up your relationships properly, what you should see is you should see the same relationship links, right? Book ID to book ID, members to members. That's good. It's pulling what you set up here on the relationships tab. Now what you do is you can basically just go down to the designer here and you can, whoa, I've gone way too far. There we go. And what you can do is you can just now select what you want your query to find. So for instance, since this is a little library sample database, I know there's people that have checked out multiple books. So let's say this is what I want to show. So let's go for it. Let's go for field. Let's show the member's first name. And let's show what book titles they've taken out. And let's also show what checkout date due. Okay, that book has to be back. Now that's basically it. So you'll see what the designer has here. I'll just make this window a little bigger. But I've just selected fields from various tables and information, right? What I want to show. That's how easy it's going to be. One nice thing you should do is you should sort on one of the fields just to keep the results making sense and in order. So I'm going to sort the first name ascending. And that way it's going to keep everybody, you know, all the A's together, all the B's together, all the C's together, etc. Now that's really it. Notice we did not type the SQL in like before, but you can go look at it. This time it's been written for us. You can see why I didn't want to go over this, you know, in an intro course. You know, you could learn how to do that, but there's no need at this point. The designer's way easier. Okay? You see the results the same way as before. Just go to the datasheet view. And there's my results. So it shows you the books Alan has, Bob has, etc. You get the idea. It's the results of that query. This query isn't too bad to do. Pretty easy to do these designs. You can see here in design view, you can change your fields, you know, whatever you want to add, change, sort. And you can even do criteria, just like in your statements for SQL. You could even do stuff like this, you know, equals Bob. Right? And it would actually narrow the search down even more. Okay? Or if it was age, you could go greater or equal to 20 years old. Okay? And it'll figure it out. So that's pretty nice and pretty easy. And that really is it for query design across relational tables. And so when you go to use this, just make sure your relationships are set up and saved. And then go to query design and put your tables there and go for it. And then datasheet to see the results. In the next lesson, what you're going to see is how can we show these results in something called a report, which is going to be the final sort of piece of our big database project. Thanks for watching.